Hello, back at it. Another hump day, halfway to the work week. I should say through the work week, and one day closer to the weekend. Everybody's working for the weekend. I know I am. So let's start off the podcast with a list of movies to watch with your dad on Father's Day. Don't forget Father's Day coming up. Tick tock, tick tock. So they're saying the best Father's Day movies to watch with your dad: Raising Arizona, The Godfather, Parenthood, Finding Nemo, and Field of Dreams. And I'm so surprised that they left out this movie because to me, this is the best portrayal of a father I've ever seen in film. I grew up with this film. This man is an icon and a legend to me. May he rest in peace. Robin Williams portrayed Mrs. Doubtfire. I know he was a drag version of himself as a father, but he was the best father. So to me, that should be in the list of movies to watch. Speaking of a list of best dads in movie history, that includes Mrs. Doubtfire, Robin Williams, Chevy Chase in Vacation, which is kind of questionable because I think his intentions are good, but he kind of ran the family through some adventures. And Bruce Willis in Armageddon. So there you go. Good fathers in film. Feel free to shout out your dad in the comments as well. Shout out to my dad, Ruben. He's my dad and I love him and I'm grateful that he's my dad. And yeah, I just love my dad. John F. Kennedy tops the poll of presidents with the best hair. He's followed by Benjamin Harrison and Abraham Lincoln, and then Donald Trump came in the bottom 5. This is such a weird list. Why are they doing poll of presidents with the best hair? But I have seen a lot of videos and pictures of John F. Kennedy. He did have a good head of hair. A video went viral of the owner of the Breaking Bad house yelling at fans and even spraying them with a hose. She put the house on the market in January for $4 million, and considering it's a piece of like cinema, or I should say TV history, she'll probably get that price. And she's probably annoyed with people throwing pizzas on her roof. Fun fact, my wife's friends live in Santa Fe and we drove by the house and people constantly just drive by it and they try to throw pizzas on the roof. I never saw Breaking Bad, but I guess it's a part of the show. A list of movies that were great until the end include the movie Signs, which scared the crap out of me. Grease. I don't know why that was, well, I guess it's kind of bad because Sandra Lee kind of becomes a greaser, so she loses her morals and values. And The Wizard of Oz. Once again, I don't understand why that's a movie that was great until the end. I would say Titanic should fall into that. That movie was great until the end. You know why. Sorry to spoil it for you. Amanda Seyfried, you know her as Karen from Mean Girls. She's done tons of things. She was in Mamma Mia. She thinks Paramount owes her money for Mean Girls merch, which she doesn't get a cut of, which is very fascinating because Mean Girls just has been it's been out for over 20 years now, and it just has this endless shelf life of cult classic now at this point. And I can see why she wants that money because it just keeps going in perpetuity, as they say in legal terms. She suggests that she was taken advantage of because she was, quote, 17 and dumb when it was made. So I don't know, maybe there's some truth there. You know, a lot of kids get contracts and, you know, they can use your image and likeness in perpetuity. I have had several deals thrown at me through either radio or music or, you know, music industry deals. And you always have to take them to an entertainment lawyer because people are not honest. Billie Eilish's brother Phineas got tear gassed during what he called a peaceful protest against ICE in LA. I've been watching the footage and I was kind of disconnected because I came back from Florida and I was like, what the heck is going on in LA? So I saw all the riots and all that stuff. He said, quote, if you're into fascist stuff, you are small and weak and you will lose. That's from Phineas, Billie Eilish's brother. Fun fact, Billie Eilish was just spotted she was in Europe or Italy or something like that with her new boyfriend. So she's obviously not doing what Phineas is doing. And I'll leave you with the weirdest story of the day because I don't know what's going on with Justin Bieber. He's posting weird selfies. He's posting cryptic messages about what seems to be his relationship that's rocky with Hailey Baldwin. She's now a billionaire. She sold her company to Elf, I believe. So she's got tons of money now and she really doesn't, you know, she never really needed Justin Bieber in the first place, but she really loved him. She was a fan of him. Anyway, they've got this baby and, he's just been making these cryptic messages and it seems like their marriage is in trouble, but this is word on the streets and this is just a rumor, but it's, you know, we cover it because it's the podcast. Word is Justin and Hailey are allegedly discussing having a second child. They have a really hard time believing this is true because like I said, Justin Bieber's flat out posting problematic things about his relationship. Haley had a pretty traumatic birth experience, but that hasn't stopped her from wanting more kids. She absolutely adores being a mom. She and Justin talk all the time about having a big family. They've been on the same page about that they do want more kids. Becoming parents has only made them more sure that this is the path they're meant to walk together. Yeah, I'm going to call bullish on this one. I don't believe this is true. I think this is just one of those stories that they like try to regurgitate and say, Justin and Haley want a new baby. Well, if you pay attention to social media, I don't think that's the case. That's all I'm going to say. And I do wish Justin Bieber the best because I do think he's smoking a lot of marijuana lately and making some choices that are probably not the best for his health. So that's just my 2 cents. Pop stars live a whole different life and we don't know their pressures. So good luck to Justin and Haley as well. Being a billionaire, my goodness, first world problems. Talk about that. Thank you for watching the Popcast. You can find my links, all my links, my streaming platforms, my social media handles. If you want to see me, if you want to stream me, if you want to hear me, you want to look at me, BobbyAdan.com, BOBBYADAN.com. And that's my website. And I have to leave you with a brief message from my sponsors, CS Custom Lines. Here's the good news about CS Custom Lines. They are locally owned and operated. Bree and Pete are a husband and wife couple. They own the company. They've been in this community for 15 years plus, and they care about customer service and your satisfaction. So from the moment you schedule that free in-home estimate, 719-344-2799, till they actually give you a quote and install everything, and even after the fact, you're in good hands. They will take care of you because they want to make sure that their customers are happy because that's how they thrive and survive. And the good news is they work with American-made products, so that means they control the quality of the products and they can get you the best price possible. So once again, call for that totally free in-home estimate, 719-344-2799, or visit them online at cscustomblinds.com. CS Custom Lines, Colorado owned for your Colorado home. Boom!